Hello there, and welcome back to Enigmatic Retro Rewind. And today we've got another Relive Remaster.
Ooh.
We're asking the question today, should Batman Forever be experienced in 4K or VHS?
That's going to divide some people.
Yeah, so let's get straight into it.
Yes!
Behind curtain number one.
Number one!
The absolutely fabulous Dr. Chase Meridian. She enjoys hiking, getting her nails done, and foolishly hopes to be the love of Bruce's life. And behind
Good input there, Two-Face.
Thank you! Thank you, thank you.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
It's
Chick
a
loves the car!
Right, so like I said on the first episode of this, when you get a VHS tape from the shop, you
Yes.
get the trailers, don't you?
Yeah.
So let's have a look what's on 1995, wasn't it, Batman Forever?
Yeah, what did you pick this time?
Well, I didn't pick them.
Go on then. Ah!
Oh, the old Warner Brothers, Warner Home Video logo.
I remember this vividly. I destroyed tapes with this always starting. I used to love it.
Oh, Maverick.
Maverick! You know what? I've always seen the trailer, never seen the movie. So I know, to be honest, I think the trailer gives you everything almost.
Yeah, it was pumped quite a bit, wasn't it, the movie?
Yeah.
I'm actually like turn up a bit, it's a
Mel
bit quiet.
Gibson and Jodie Foster. Maverick. Own it on video now.
What I love about the VHS ones is that they're just releasing any crap that was coming out in the last 6 months. Like
Black Beauty.
Like cool, Black Beauty. Like
The movie, because there was a TV series of Black Beauty.
there was with Sean Bean running around.
I wonder if he dies in that one.
How tragic would that be?
Once upon a time,
What's this?
in a land far, far away.
Oh no!
I've not seen this.
Oh, I have! This was one of the movies I used to watch as a kid all the time, but not because I liked it. It's
Right.
because my mum thought, oh, this is fun, let's just play this in the background to shut me up. I hated this movie. Hated it.
In a world
She's a bloody little squirt, isn't she? I hate it. Like,
I love great romances.
I don't know why. It's not Bluth though, so the art style's beautiful, but I never liked this movie.
I like the way it says, it promotes it by saying, with the songs of Barry Manilow.
I know, right?
Like that's a selling point.
You've lost it, yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Is back.
Free Willy!
The fun is back.
It might be the sequel.
Free Willy 2! Now with more Willy. That was literally what it is. Oh. Whoever watched the first Free Willy and said, you know what? This needs a sequel. In fact, they made several sequels, didn't they?
It just made a lot of money.
With that Michael Madsen.
He's in the first one.
Yeah, but
He plays the dad. It's a really odd casting.
I have blanked that completely.
There's a scene I quote from Michael Madsen from the first movie all the time, where he goes to the son, "What are you doing with this truck and this whale?" It's like really bad.
Well, you know what? I too would ask him, what are you doing? I love how the fact that first, he doesn't ask the whale first. He says, what's wrong with the truck? And the whale. Oh, I forgot. I just seen the whale. This is when trailers pretty much like just sold the whole movie to you.
Yeah.
This is, you don't even need to see the rest of the movie. You know every plot point at this point. Like, it's Willy. We need to free him again. Take two.
I've only seen the first Free Willy, which I did like at the time. I've not seen any of the others.
I'm not entirely sure it's aged well. Plus, I know it's an American thing calling it Willy, but you should not call it Free Willy. That sounds like some kind of nudist camp.
The Great Plains of Africa. The cradle of civilization.
What are you?
A place where there exists a balance between nature and man. So ancient.
Oh, I know what it is.
No man.
I think I know what it is too.
It's a fake out opening.
Hey! It's Ace Ventura when nature calls. Oh my god, this is
No man. But Ace Ventura.
hilarious. I still find this. I still find this move for some reason so funny.
Ventura, when nature calls.
Righty then. Oh, we didn't get to see the thing with the knees. Like he gets
These are
himself-
all short trailers.
I know, right?
From the Free Willy one, which is about 10 minutes.
That was the whole movie.
The little girl.
Alright, remember this?
What is this?
This is the video game advert.
Oh, the game was awful. But it's fun. It's a lot of the arcade games. Like, is quite fun, but it's very weird because they're doing the more combat.
Yeah.
Like just use real actors.
How 90s is this advert?
You know what? A lot of Batman Forever's advertising was quite intense. Like, you know, a lot of it was like that. Even the songs, like with the songs, like all the music videos were intense. It was all intense. It's great, but like a bit much.
When you rent or buy a video,
Oh,
you need to know that the
they
film
don't
you
do
choose is
this
suitable for the
anymore.
audience at home.
Like they
To help
don't
you
because it's
understand what the film is
because you get on
like, you can
DVD
look
now.
at the
You don't
certificate
get
that's
like
been given.
explained to you who
This
should be
film has been
watching this.
classified
I love this
PG.
woman's voice.
This stands for parental guidance.
Very
It
posh.
means that parents may wish to check the film before showing it to their children. If it's an action film, it might have some limited violence. If it's romantic, it might have some sexy scenes.
Sexy
or very
scenes.
brief
What
nudity.
kind of
It
sexy
might also
scenes are there in a
contain some
PG?
rather swear words.
It's like a
Video
tiny bit of
certificates are
side
there
boob.
to
Is that
give
what
you
it
the
is?
chance to make the right choice.
Thanks for
Thanks for
listening.
listening.
Yes, I remember that bit. Oh, okay.
Oh,
right.
they're great.
Oh, that's nostalgia and a half.
Here we are.
Oh, the titles. Oh, okay.
Ready for some quick cuts? Yeah.
Oh, this is the first time we see the bat suit up scenes. And you know what? No nipples or butt shots. At least in that one.
There is bat nipples in this, but like, they're more like prominent in the Batman and Robin.
Yeah, that might have to be a future episode of this. We'll catch on that one soon. You know, out of all the Batmobiles, this one's always the coolest one. It's the ones that look like this.
So right away in the opening, you're getting a bit of a sense of the comedy, because look at this.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through.
Val Kilmer as well is a weird one. What I've noticed with that is, yeah, it's very contrasty, but there isn't too much of a difference right now.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich
Alfred looks
with
better.
you, sir?
But...
Yeah. Someone needs to explain the lighting, though. It's like, okay, we just gotta light his lips. Only his lips.
Just chin and lips. Right, this is the introduction of Two-Face.
I generally loved Two-Face more in this movie. I love him. Because
I'm a Jim Carrey guy, so...
this is the thing, though. This is Tommy Lee Jones trying to outdo Jim Carrey's bigness and kind of failing at it, but I love him, though.
Open sesame.
Thing is, with the blur, though, like that, the smoke, anything with smoke you can barely see.
Again, look, it's still very dark and contrasty, but you're getting more highlights and stuff like that.
What's interesting is, it's like, you're seeing more details in Tommy Lee Jones's makeup work. But I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Yeah.
Although now I can actually see the people look like people, and his pink is really standing out.
Yeah, the pink definitely pops. You can even see the pink hair, like, highlighted.
I know,
and stuff.
right? So there's more to him here.
Right, let's see,
Let's see.
Batman meets up with Nicole Kidman.
Oh my god, yes! I do love the scope of the city, though. It's beautiful. But that's if you can see some of it. It is dark and moody, but then so is Gotham.
The dialogue in this scene is priceless.
Let me remember this.
Commissioner Gordon,
He's at home. I sent the signal.
What's wrong?
Last night at the bank, I noticed something about Two-Face. His coin.
I can barely see Nicole Kidman though.
It can be exploited.
I know.
Weirdly though, it kind of loses the mood
Well, I wish I could say that
in a weird way. Like I can see it's still dark, but in the VHS version, it feels more moody.
You're trying to get under my cape, Doctor.
a girl can't live by psychosis.
Oh my god!
She's alone.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
Tick off the car!
Is it about the wrong kind of man?
People don't talk like this.
No one acts like this.
Rubber.
Dry fireman. Less to take off.
Nicole Kidman's being a bit of a kinky person.
How much thirst has she got for Batman?
So thirsty. Like, no means no, woman.
You bring the wine.
There we go.
There's a bit more. Yeah, you can clearly see more boobage in this, so that's fine. But also, I don't know. I don't know if this is changed anything other than the fact that I can tell it's Nicole Kidman. That's literally it.
Right, so this is where Riddler meets Two-Face.
Yes. Hello, Drew Barrymore. We people forget that's Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed that they cast Drew Barrymore in this and totally underused her. She's a great actress.
She is, but this was before she had like a bit of a resurgence, didn't she? So she's the good girl.
Lemon souffle.
Now we watch this again.
Oh, that's nice.
That does look better, but to me, it kind of, I can see the problems with the makeup a bit.
Yeah.
Or maybe because it's so contrasty as
It's
well.
a bit blown out,
A
yeah.
bit blown out with the brightness. But the set looks better, and I can see, and now I can see properly the two girls.
And a sterno and grain alcohol. Straight up, baby.
I love this.
My
Just
God.
split the room down the middle.
I mean, this is where the cartooniness comes in for the whole thing. Like, you wouldn't have a completely split layer, but you know.
You made extra.
Who the hell are you?
Just a friend. But you can call me.
What an outfit.
Don't you dare! This is more like it. How did you find us here?
How do you find us here? Well, I found the house is split in half.
Segregated one.
So it works
That
better
pink
to see.
really pops though, doesn't it?
It does. Certain colours really do. Although, there's a blooper on that.
Yeah?
You can actually see Jim Carrey hiding in the wings.
Ah, right. okay.
Rewind back. Can you rewind back? Is there a way we can rewind back for a second?
Yeah.
Watch. I did not notice this in the VHS, but now that we have it in 4K, play here.
Don't worry, baby.
Watch the corner over there.
You'll kill him soon.
Now it could be either that the Riddler is just waiting to all this happening, or this is the blooper waiting in the wings. Look at the corner, because he's wearing the green. You can see him. You can see him.
Waiting for his cue.
He's waiting for his cue.
Powerful as you.
Good God. There's a. I know on set they basically semi-hated each other, these two. But
Yeah, well, Jim Carrey didn't have, like, beef towards Tommy Lee Jones. It was the other way around.
Tommy Lee Jones said, like, this is why he's hamming it up, because he's
Yeah.
like, he's so hammy, I need to be hammier. And they hated each other because of it.
Homicidal depression.
But there's a weird chemistry here that I don't know whether it's like a good chemistry or not, but it's something.
And then when he is at his weakest, crush him.
Although, I mean, Tommy Lee Jones is living the dream. He's got 2 girlfriends.
I think there's definitely, like, some kind of, like, bromance going. Like, there's, like, sexual chemistry
There's a
between
weird-
them. I mean, that's with the Joel Schumacher directing. You're going to get a bit of that, aren't you?
I mean, every character in a Joel Schumacher movie has sexual tension.
Yeah.
Like you could look at a lamp and it's that has sexual tension.
Oh, that green looks nice, though. I did like the green.
The green thing is like, I think maybe to a degree it kind of knows what they're doing here. The green pops out more, the pink pops out more. Maybe Joel Schumacher had a thing going with the bright colours, because Tim Burton's ones had bright colours, but they were still kind of moody. This one's like full blown.
Yeah, it is a bit much. I mean, it is like being sort of like blown out.
it's too bright. I think the 4K is noticing that. It feels overblown a little bit.
Right, I know what's coming up. This scene, remember this? With Robin.
What
Trying to make Robin cool.
What a random sequence this was. Like, what a random...
I don't need a butler. This is how I do my laundry.
Yeah, like an asshole, personally. I think you're doing your laundry like an asshole. Like, yeah, obviously you need to mop the
It's
floor.
got like rock music in the background.
What an asshole. I don't know. Okay, now let's see this in 4K.
Do we need to see this in 4K?
Well, we'll see this in 4K. Alfred looks really good at that. Look at that shot. But it just... do you know what this has done? It's just proven that he looks more like an asshole. Like, look at this. You're making a mess on the floor.
He does mop it up, but...
Yeah, but what an asshole. Dick.
That seems like a studio decision to try and make Robin cooler, but failing.
Failed miserably on that. Oh, I'll say one thing. I love this set. From this movie, I adore this set. Not a big fan of the one of the cat suit, though.
No more tricks.
The
Well,
sequin cat
it's
suit.
not. There's not enough green for Riddler for me.
Yeah. Well, you say there's not enough green for the Riddler, but then again, he's in a giant green room.
Yeah, but in terms of his outfit.
Yeah, I know. Oh, hi.
You've been sucking Gotham's brainwaves, and now you've...
God, they're like a bunch of queens. Seriously.
Okay, let's see these in 4K. Oh, that looks nice already. That set's great.
That is such a good set. I generally love this set.
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
Oh, you can
So
see
glittery.
You can see every sequin.
For if knowledge is power, then a god am.
What a weird, a weird choice.
Sounds like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget, that bit.
Was that over the top? I can never
That was over the top. That's over the top, mate. Just learn.
By the way,
This whole scenario is over the top.
yours is the greatest riddle of all. Can Bruce Wayne and Batman ever truly coexist? We'll find out today. But first, let's meet our contestants.
Yeah, just cut to him giggling. That's all he's useful for.
Behind curtain number
Number one.
the absolutely fabulous Dr. Chase Meridian. She enjoys hiking, getting her nails done, and foolishly hopes to be the love of Bruce's life. And behind
Good input there, Two-Face.
Thank you. You've made the scene so much better already.
This is a typical scene where it's all Jim Carrey and Two-Face doesn't really need to be there.
Batman's one and only partner. This acrobat turned orphan likes Saturday morning cartoons and dreams one day being bare naked with a girl.
Why did they describe Robin in this movie as if he's like a tiny boy? Like he looks
He's a
about
grown
20.
man!
He looks about 20.
Thing is, he's supposed to be like a teenager, but he is clearly like in his mid-20s. This is such an awful casting.
Yeah, because like Bruce has to like adopt him, and he just looks too old for that.
It's like, dude, you're in your mid-20s, mate. You know what I mean?
Right then, Johan, so we've just seen VHS clips and 4K clips from Batman Forever.
Yes.
Now we need to decide, do we want to continue just reliving the VHS copy of this movie and just kind of watch it how it was intended for the time on rental and whatever like that?
Yeah.
Or do we want to just watch it in the beefed up
4K.
well, beefed up.
Beefed
4K version.
Well, if we talk about what we were watching in the clips, like we picked certain, I think you picked certain clips out that to show off a little bit of like, you know, because the movie's got like a lot of quirkiness, a lot of color, a lot of shadows and stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest, I think because the fact that it's like, I think in certain scenes in particular, the fact that it's muddier in VHS, I think it kind of helped more.
Yeah.
And that's for me personally. Because otherwise, for example, we wouldn't know that Jim Carrey was hiding in the wings. It's a running joke, but Jim Carrey was hiding in the wings. In the VHS tapes, he was just a green blob.
I know, and it's also weird that bit, because it's almost like the movie was shot to be 4:3 so that he would be out of frame, but the movie was shot for cinemas. It wasn't shot for VHS.
Yes.
So I don't understand why he was visible.
But that's the thing is, let's say in a weird thing, I don't know this doesn't usually the case, but you know, if you saw it on a VHS that was a widescreen, I bet you wouldn't have noticed it that much either because it's a blur to it.
Yeah.
The fact that the shadows here work better for me. And hide some of the weird things that, to be honest, to me, watching it again in 4K, because I've never seen it in 4K, got me quite distracted, to be honest.
Yeah, and the movie in general, I mean, it's very oversaturated. It's really, when you're watching it off the disc and there's not capture, it kind of, the highlights, there's nothing that's kind of like popping too much in terms of seeing blown out, but it is still very, very heightened, you know.
It's still kind of a bit too much almost, right? I'm not saying like, oh, well, our eyes are blinded. No, because I like the fact that in a weird way, the colours help. And in the VHS tape, having the bright colours help because it helps differentiate things. In a place that's very moodily lit, you can see the green outfit, you can see the purple face, all that stuff, a lot better. In the 4K version, you don't need that anymore.
No.
So it almost feels like now is excessive. And again, for me, it got distracted. Like the clip where we're seeing, like, you know, I love the sets. I think the sets are beautiful. It's one of the best things about the film, personally. I love the set design. But when we're at the Riddler's lair, the only thing I could think of, other than like the set's great, is I'm distracted by the sequence.
Like a galaxy of sequence.
I'm too distracted by it. In the VHS version, he was like, oh, it just feel like
it's all soft,
It's softened, and you didn't notice every single sequence. You're like, I got distracted.
Feels just like dazed by them, like,
It's like
hypnotized by glitter.
A man was a disco ball.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah.
I think I'm tending to agree with you quite a lot, actually. I think the only scene that I thought was better in 4K was the Batman and Nicole Kidman. I can't remember her character's name.
Neither do I.
Something Chase, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But here's the thing with that,
Yeah, that was so dark in the VHS that you couldn't really tell what
people were doing.
Yeah, so like, other than that though, the movie looks perfectly fine in VHS and probably DVD as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's entirely... I mean, with a collector like me, I kind of wanted to get the 4K, and you get a load of cool extras with the set as well, like that. So I do like the 4K release, but it isn't necessary.
It doesn't add anything.
No.
In fact, it makes you notice some of the weird things about this movie that you wouldn't have realized unless you were at me. I'm not sure how it looked like in the cinema, because I never saw it. I've never seen it on the big screen. But even then, I would have think that even then, like, that's a bit much. Maybe this is where that you start to notice it more, like all the weird stuff. I remember watching on VHS, and so I never saw this in the cinema. I saw it on VHS, and so I just kind of just sort of say, oh, this is how the movie looks like.
I did see it in the cinema, but it was so long ago that I can't remember what, in terms of visually, what the experience was like. I just remember at the time coming out of the cinema thinking, I'm not sure how I feel about this, because it's such a contrast from Batman and Returns. But I have really grown to love the movie over time.
Yeah.
I'm sure the 35mm print looks better than the 4K in a way. I would have thought.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I always find that 4K and 35mm are quite similar, because on 4K you can see the film grain, that kind of thing. So like they are quite similar. But yeah, I'm going with the VHS.
I'm going with the VHS, so basically this is more of a relive and not a remaster for me.
Definitely. Right. Okay, so guys, in the comments, what do you think? Do you prefer to watch this movie in a standard definition, or are you all for like, no, there's nothing better than Ultra HD. No other option.
Well, for this one, maybe you might have to rethink it personally.
Okay. So, yeah, let us know. And we'll see you again. Take care, guys.
Adios.
Fancy supporting Retro Rewind in the best possible way? Head over to buymeacoffee.com/Harvey Retro and choose from 2 options to unlock exclusive full movie and album commentary videos by yours truly and guests. Select membership and join Harvey's AV Club for £3 a month. Trivia, anecdotes, and even drinking games will be on the cards with these special commentary episodes. Or, if you'd rather, just say thank you without joining the club, select support and buy us a VHS tape, which is a single £5 contribution, and don't forget to tell us which classic you're adding to our library, as it might inspire me to review that movie in future. And that's it.